The Jabra Elite 75T True Wireless Earbuds look like they might just be the must-have earbuds in 2020. But are they worth the upgrade over the 65Ts? Do they have better sound quality? Are they the best bang for your buck at $180 or £170? We're going to be finding out all the answers to that right now. So if that sounds good to you, stick around and don't forget to check the affiliate links in the description below for the latest prices. Now, I bought these with my own money, but whether I buy a product myself or I receive them gifted, rest assured that you can expect the exact same brutally honest opinion as always. So let's get into this. Hey guys, it's Mark here with another review, but let's waste no more time here on introductions and just get stuck right into the unboxing. First of all, what's new? Well, compared to the 65Ts, the 75Ts are 20% smaller in size, they're lighter, they've lost that protruding microphone arm, the battery life has nearly doubled, and yep, even the case is smaller and lighter too. As for the sound quality, well, we'll get to that soon enough. Now, unlike the three different colorways that the 65Ts offered, the 75Ts come only in one color, metallic grey, as you can see here. They are all plastic in their design, but that metallic finish does go some way in separating them from the same all plastic finish of $40 to $50 earbuds. These earbuds are insanely light, with both earbuds weighing just 12 grams in total. The AirPod Pros do of course only weigh 11 grams, but come on, are you really going to notice that 1 gram difference? I don't think you are. The 75Ts do have an IP55 dust and water resistance rating, making them sweat-proof, but definitely not okay to be fully immersed into water. We've also got Bluetooth 5.0, a USB-C fast charging port, which is great to see. There's no bells and whistles on these earbuds visually, but I do like that the LEDs aren't even remotely visible when they're off, yet they shine through the button controls when they're on, which is a nice touch. But what about the list of things that the 75Ts don't have? Brands aren't usually so quick to share with you a long list of those. So I'm going to do that for you right now. So here's what they're missing. There's no touch controls, no wireless charging, and no support of aptX codec or better, all of which would have been nice. Lately, some of you guys seem to say that I'm getting overly harsh in my reviews, but at this price point, some, if not all of these features should really come as standard. But with that gripe aside for now, that's an instant 8 out of 10 for the 75Ts in terms of build quality and design. Yeah, okay, they lose points for a build that's all plastic, and at this price point, I would expect better, but they definitely make up for it with their extremely compact size. Battery life is great here with up to 7.5 hours playback in a single sitting and 28 hours total when you factor in the charging case. That's a massive improvement over the 65Ts, which had 5 hours in a single sitting with just 15 hours overall with the case. However, the 75Ts do have the exact same fast charging feature as the 65Ts, where a 15-minute power nap in the case will net you a full hour's playback. It takes 2 hours and 20 minutes to fully recharge the 75T's case to 100%. Not bad considering the 65Ts took 2 hours, but that was for a much smaller capacity charging case. So that's an instant 8 out of 10 for battery life. The 75Ts don't offer the most longevity I've ever seen, but given their insanely compact size, what they do offer is actually pretty mind-blowing. In terms of fit, I'm going to cut to the chase and say that I have seen and experienced much better, trust me. You do get 3 different sizes of ear tips in the box, which is great and should help you achieve the best fit possible. But whilst I did get a perfect seal with the medium-sized ear tips, they do very little in the battle to help keep things secure, and in my opinion, the 75Ts really do need some wingtips pretty desperately to combat this. Then the larger tips actually didn't even fit in my ear canal, so that wasn't really much of a help trying that out, because tragically I went on a run with these and one fell out and hit the cold hard concrete within the first 15 minutes, which didn't feel great as I searched for it on a very busy street. I can get them to stay in my ears no problems, but I do find myself constantly readjusting them to stop them falling out, especially if I'm moving around. So that's a 5 out of 10 for fit and comfort for me. They are comfortable when they're in, I just wish they would stay in. Okay, let's listen to the microphone quality of the 75Ts. How does it sound? I'm actually pretty blown away by these, and you can really hear those 4 microphones hard at work. Let's just test to see how well they pick up a little bit of background noise and see how much they pick up my voice over this annoying noises that I am making. The last couple of weeks, they have actually focused on my voice really well over background noise, so I'm actually really impressed by that. But of course, let's test each individual earbud at the very least. Mic test, mic test, mic test, mic test, mic test, mic test. And of course, the range of each earbud, mic test, mic test, mic test. Can you hear me? Hopefully you can. Not sure. Let me know. I have to say, I'm really impressed because when I saw that they removed the microphone arm that the 65Ts had, I was a little bit skeptical that call quality could possibly be better, but I really think they've nailed it. So that's a solid 9 out of 10 from me for mic quality, maybe even one of the best I've heard in a very long time. In terms of functionality and usability, the 75Ts really shine, even without touch controls and wireless charging, and trust me, it takes a lot to win back points from me for the absence of two features you can easily find on earbuds more than half the price of these. In terms of audiovisual lag for YouTube, Netflix or gaming, I was surprised to see very minimal delay despite the lack of support of the aptX codec. Even on Apple devices, which are always much worse on this front, it was extremely minimal and you'd probably never even notice. The connection has always been incredibly strong and I was able to walk around my entire house, upstairs, with the Bluetooth signal then passing through multiple walls and I'm on a different floor. And I never lost connection once, never even had a stutter in the connection at all. In terms of functionality, the 75Ts also have hear through, which can be activated with one simple button press on the left earbud. This allows you to hear your environment, your surroundings, without having to remove your earbuds at all. There is a bit of a hiss when it's on, making it not quite as clear as transparency mode on the AirPod Pros, but it does the job more than fine. Plus, when you remove one earbud from your ear, the 75Ts will automatically pause playback, which is something it's actually incredibly rare to see this on any true wireless earbuds that aren't AirPods, so I'm very happy with that. I also just want to quickly add that the voice prompts sound incredibly high quality compared to a lot of earbuds I've tried in the past, which always sound really terrible. The button controls, however, are the type I really dislike, the kind that mean uncomfortably pressing the earbuds further into your ear canal with every press. Fortunately, the buttons are extremely responsive and don't really require much of a hard press, but they are still not ideal and still a little bit uncomfortable. Oh, and I also just wanted to throw in that whilst the 75Ts can pair to two different devices at the same time, sadly, you can't use either left or right earbud individually. You can only use the right earbud on its own, but that's not a huge deal or anything like that for me. But where the 75Ts really earn their points is through the Jabra Sound Plus app. This not only allows you to locate your earbuds if you lose them, but you can also custom manipulate the equalizer to your own taste too. So you can boost that bass even more, you can lower the highs if they're too overpowering, and you can happily adapt it to suit whatever it is you're listening to. There's even a few presets you can easily choose from on there too to make things easier. So, rather mind-blowingly, I have to give the 75Ts a solid 9 out of 10 for functionality and usability, which I did not expect to be awarding them at all. Especially given the lack of touch controls and wireless charging. If they had both of those features, you can rest assured it definitely would have been a solid 10 out of 10 from me. But even still, well played, Jabra. But here's the big one though, it's time to talk sound quality. Before we get into it, make sure you're subscribed to this channel, hit the bell, hit the like button, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram where I'll actually be giving away a pair of these very soon. So I'll put the link to my Instagram in the comments for that. Okay, so here's my take on sound quality. With the 65Ts, the main complaint was that there was a huge lack of bass, and that is definitely not something you can say about the 75Ts. Without changing the default sound signature using the Jabra app, the bass is almost spot on for my personal taste right out of the box. It can undeniably be heard over all other instrumentation, but without ever stealing the spotlight from vocals. It's punchy with great attack, but not too boomy, not too resonant. The highs are definitely above average, but still lacking a little extra sparkle that I'd look for at this price point. The mids offer excellent clarity and shine with that punchy bass behind them. Using the Jabra app's custom equalizer though, I personally found that when I increased the bass just a little tiny bit and lowered the node between the mid and the treble, I reached a sound profile that balanced out any obvious flaws, so I definitely recommend trying that. These earbuds can go incredibly loud too, but of course at the expense of clarity on the highs. Soundstage could be a bit better too if I'm honest, but without a doubt, these sound miles better than the 65Ts. Overall, I'd say that the 75Ts are probably one of the best bass boosted sound profiles I've heard in a long time, netting them an 8 out of 10 from me for sound quality. For this price, they smash AirPod Pros out of the park, but Sennheiser Momentums are coming down in price now, and the 75Ts can't quite go toe to toe with those purely on sound quality alone. Yet considering their compact size, I am very impressed. So in total, the Jabra 75T scored a 47 out of a possible 60, only really losing points for a below average fit. That's 78% if you prefer it expressed that way, by the way. Personally, I love these. I love that you can custom manipulate the equalizer in the app, and I love how incredibly compact they are. The 75Ts do justify their higher price point, and though the 65Ts have dropped in price now, do not hesitate to get the 75Ts over them. The 75Ts are better than the 65Ts in every single possible way. If it wasn't for a poor fit I experienced with these earbuds, these would definitely be my own personal earbuds of choice for the foreseeable future. But unfortunately for me, not being able to use these while running really limits how often I would actually pick them up to use them. If you're still not sure if you're ready to pull the trigger on the 75Ts, definitely consider checking out my review of the Orky T10s here, which basically have the exact same sound quality, but these are $80 less. They even have wireless charging and touch controls as well, though of course they are a little bit bulkier. Or you can click here and read the comments on my latest review of the Liberty 2 Pro, where everyone keeps saying, "Shut up, you're wrong," which is pretty entertaining, I would imagine. So pick one of those and I'll see you in the next video.